Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for the Cuckoo's Fiancee, or A Couple of Cuckoos, chapter 129. When we last looked at our heroes, there was a little bit of Hiro being a little questioning as to why Nagi was not replying to her text, as this is the same night as the date. But the soiree in Okinawa is in full swing. Nagi comes out in his suit, and you know, he tries to sort of get along with the rich partygoers. He and Erika become focused on one English speaker who desperately wants katsudon, which is not served at the restaurant. It's a little bit too lowbrow for this restaurant. But Nagi pulls it together. There's some implication that this guy might be tied to, or might have gone to Uminote in the past, as he sort of recognizes the flavor as being exactly like the flavor from back then. Or a flavor he had in his youth, not some amorphous back then. But either way, it ends up with Erika accidentally sort of announcing her engagement to Nagi because there's an assumption that he's like a trainee cook or something. And so now the entire upper class of the world, I guess, knows that Erika's engaged to Nagi, and there's a guy there who is supposedly, he says, Erika's fiance. We'll see about that, though. So let's dive right into the 129th foul. Do you like her? Our picture here is Erika at a different fancy restaurant, or fancy party, eating, like, strawberry cake. Thanks to Nagi's quick thinking, the party was a huge success. However, a mysterious hottie aiming for Erika appears. And so it seems like we cut to after the party. It's not, like, still in the middle of it. We don't get an immediate continuation of our mystery guy. We cut to Nagi and Erika toasting with, like, soda bottles. The party was a huge success. Cheers! And Erika, is that a different dress than what she was wearing earlier? Because Nagi's clearly in the same outfit when we see him again. But I think this might be a different outfit for Erika. I'm not going to go back and look for it. I'm not that interested. But anyway. Yay! She, like, runs into, like, on the beach, she runs into the surf. Wow, she's hyper. And Erika calls to him, "Come over here, Nagi-kun." It's not every day you get to use a private beach. Nagi tells her, "I'm fine, thanks." All of that was pretty tiring. Also, like, that's not that uncommon a thing for Erika. She's used, like, the anime ends with the arc where they're all on a private beach for a little bit. It's, like, not that rare. But anyway, Erika freaks out. "Eek! I stepped on a sea cucumber!" And Nagi just looks at her. And Nagi then comments, "But once again, I've been shown that you and I are people from completely different worlds." And Erika sort of pushes back against that. "Is that so? I'm just doing what I have to do, though. Being able to entertain everybody in that sort of situation is incredible, you know? Hehehe. I'm glad you agreed to come with me." And Nagi questions, "Me? The guests and chef were all curious about you, right?" "Yeah, but as a background helper." "Well, until the big reveal. And you came unexpectedly of your own volition, too, right?" "That's because at first it was just plain old curiosity, I guess. I just wanted to know what kind of work my real father did for a living." I thought we moved past this. Because there was the whole bit about the four parents bit from a while back, which might have been one more thing sort of forgotten about M1. I think that was part of M1. But like the whole concept of real father, maybe it's a weird translation for biological father, which makes more sense than real father, given all of the emphasis that, like, Yohei is his real father for a living. But having come this time, I've come to realize the actual scale of hotel management. Erika pushes back, "But we just came to a party, you know? All the more reason I'm overwhelmed then." And then Erika thinks, actually, with the way things are going, is everything just going according to Daddy's plan right now? Right, because there's always some crazy Soichiro scheme. Nagi pushes back, "No way. We're here because something urgent came up, right?" And then someone who's either Soichiro or the mystery guy from last week walks up to them. "So this is where you were?" And yes, it is him. "I've been looking for you, Erika." And we get a better look at him. He's in more casual clothes and a bit of a double-breasted polo shirt, which is an interesting combination. He's got this like dragon tattoo, which makes me a little cautious given tattoos and their sort of cultural implications in Japan as being like tied to the Yakuza. I feel like early on there were a good number of like Nisekoi jokes made at the series' expense, and those have kind of gone away. But now we'll see. But Erika calls out to him, Rihito-kun. That's going to be a hard word to say in English, I think. Thanks for earlier. And Nagi reacts, Rihito-kun? Erika? Because he doesn't use a suffix for her. And Nagi questions, someone you know? Something like an acquaintance? Or a childhood friend or something? He's the heir to Dojima Resort Hotels. Since both of our parents are in the hotel business, we've hung out a lot since we were kids. And Nagi knows the name. Dojima Resorts. I've heard of them. I think they've opened more locations recently, right? And Rihito introduces himself. Pleased to meet you. My name is Dojima Rihito, college freshman, studying architecture. Which, being in college and I guess there's not that big a difference between a college freshman and a high school junior. They're not like that far apart in age, because Erika. I'm going back to the fiance comment from last week is what I'm thinking of right now. And like that's not that big. Like it's when you have the sort of gap between like that college high school schism is not tiny. Let's say that much. So I'm not full on. This is a really uncomfortable dynamic. The idea of this college student pursuing a high school kid, but like even the fact that I use student for college and kid for high school shows that my proclivities, let's say, are already leaning that way. But Nagi just reacts. He's older than us, and Rihito looks at him like awaiting. Like he's awaiting an answer, I think, or that's what Nagi assumes. He yells out, Umino Nagi, 17 years old, high school junior. I attend the same school as Amino-san. And Erika just goes on to him loud much. And Rihito looks at him, Umino-kun. So, same year as Erika. Wrong person, huh? Okay. Who is he? I thought he was looking for the supposed fiancé. I don't know, or maybe he's assuming this is a different guy, just because, like, Nagi is no longer all dressed up. And Erika questions Rihito, did you need something? Nah, it's just that we didn't really get a chance to talk at the party. And Nagi looks at him, so Amino-san had an older childhood friend. Why haven't I heard about this before? About her having a childhood friend. But then he sort of corrects himself, well, I guess that much is expected. I mean, I've got one as well. And Rihito goes on, I'm here to represent my father today. He's in Brazil at the moment. And Erika comments, mine's in Italy right now. It feels like this is the first time I've seen Amino-san get so chummy. With someone I don't know. He's about to get jealous. That's what we're coming into. As he tries to, like, desperately intrude in the conversation. Well, my parents have never even been outside of their hometown, thank you very much. And both of them look at him like this is a very awkward intrusion, as it is. And even Nagi realizes that. What am I even saying? And someone comes out, Miss Erika, the chef wanted to ask you about something. Huh? What's happening? He says it's urgent, so come quick. Which leaves Nagi and Rihito alone together. I'm assuming that will be where our title line, Do You Like Her, comes into play. Sorry, I'll be gone for a bit. Yeah. And Nagi and Rihito watch her leave. And Nagi has a little, like, awkward moment. So, and Rihito pulls out some cards. She's as busy as ever. The way that she never changes is one of her good points. And Nagi mutters, right. And questions, does he want to play cards with me? And they do start playing cards. If you don't mind me asking, what do your parents do for a living? As Rihito's line. And Nagi picks up the cards. Old maid, huh? I guess without, like, even acknowledging what they're playing, he just knows? Not important. As Nagi goes on, or Nagi responds, they run a diner in central Meguro. How many stars? Rihito, he's sort of, like, putting on, like, the sort of, whereas Erika, earlier on, we see, doesn't really see the whole different worlds thing that Nagi does. I feel like Rihito is going to, like, try to really stress that in a sort of why he should end up with Erika and not Nagi or something. Rihito questions, how many stars? They're not on Tabalog, are they? Tabo what? Rihito responds, sorry, I was talking about Michelin, that's all. Sorry, my ass. That is not him being sorry, that's him being an ass. Is that right? What would you recommend on your menu? Nagi tells him our most popular item is... Popular item? I don't know why I'm tripping over every fucking word right now. Our most popular item is our oyakodon. That I can explain because I don't know the word. But my personal recommendation is the katsudon and the karage. And Rihito just sort of mutters, that sure takes me back. How long has it been since I've had that kind of food? And Nagi doesn't even really respond to any implications there. You don't say. And turns around, what is this guy's deal? Is he flexing how rich he is? Just like I was saying. I hate him already. And as Rihito comments, it's your turn, Nagi goes to pick a card, and Rihito says, by the way, excuse me for prying a bit. Is it true that you're Erika's fiancé? So it's not a mistake. It's not a sort of, when I saw the wrong person comment on page 7, I thought that maybe Rihito was gonna, not recognize Nagi as the guy from the party. But no, he does recognize him. Why is he asking about that? But Nagi tells him, when she said fiancé, she meant as part of an arranged marriage. It's something that our parents decided all on their own. I've got a girlfriend. He gets to bring that up at this point. And Rihito's shocked. You got a problem? And he, pumps his fist. I'm assuming because he's excited that, Erika is not fully taken. Those words and actions don't match, is Nagi's thought. And Rihito questions, then why have you come here together, I wonder? Do you two just get along that well? And Nagi just tells him, that was also something our parents decided. And he's still... Oh, Nagi's putting the pieces together. Because Rihito's getting excited. Oh? And Nagi thinks, there's no way it's like that, is there? Could it be? And Nagi draws the Joker. Do you like Amino-san? And he sees that, Nagi also already had a Joker? Which is not how Old Maid works. What? I've collected both the Jokers. Not just the Old Maid, but the butler, too. And he looks over and sees Rihito, hiding his face behind his cards. And then says, please stop. And Nagi thinks, was I wrong? Though I don't think he was. I think that, that's him trying to deny. It's not really like that. And Nagi comments, I see. You've got it tough, too. Aiming to marry Amino-san in order to expand your hotel business. Okay, so Nagi's saying that no. You don't like her, but you want to marry her because of work. But Rihito pulls a card, another pair drops. I haven't really been assuming there's much, metaphor going on over the course of this... I've not been assuming the tide of the Old Maid game is, metaphorical or something. I don't really know if it's meant to be. But anyway, Rihito pulls, the last two of Nagi's cards. No. It's just that the word is too simple to fully describe it. When I was young. Oh, he's fully head over heels eye style. I fell in love with someone, the daughter of a hotel tycoon. And we see little baby Erika waving to her from, over the balcony. And Rihito drops another two cards as Nagi thinks, he's a lot more earnest and serious about this love than I thought. But now I want to know. What does Amino-san think of him? Erika reappears. Hey, you two. Dinner's ready. Let's eat together. And there's our money shot, her appearing on the balcony. It's not the same outfit, though she has changed since earlier in the chapters. That's not the same dress she was wearing. But it's not a sort of grown-up version of the, plaid piece she's wearing in that brief flashback. But the reuse of the balcony feels very, very deliberate there. That's the sort of thing Yoshikawa's very good at. And both Rihito and Nagi blush at that offer of eating dinner with her. Okay, yeah. And Nagi takes the winning hand and, drops the last pair, I think. That's that. But Rihito tells him, oh right, perfect timing. I just thought I should tell you. I came here to propose to Erika. And I have no clue what the point of this card game was, by the way. Is this clear, like, gloating victory bit, with him showing the Queen of Spades that has nothing to do with Old Maid. And even if it was meant to, even if, like, because there were two jokers, the Queen is somehow the Old Maid, you're not supposed to have the Old Maid in Old Maid. The only interesting card in the game of Old Maid is the one you don't want to have. But okay. Erika's high-spec childhood friend Rihito takes the stage. Next time, their expression of love gets even hotter. Okay. So, that line about I thought I was Erika's fiancé and the wrong person line are two bits of Rihito that I'm finding a little confusing right now. Right? Because, like, that's the cliffhanger line of last chapter. But wasn't Erika my fiancé? Which, that doesn't sound like the backstory we get. You know? Like, it doesn't sound... Certainly Erika's not aware of this, and it doesn't feel like an arranged marriage sort of thing. Because I feel like an over-planner like Soichiro would be aware if he had two Well, Soichiro's so fucking weird, I wouldn't put it past him to have two fiancés as part of whatever he's been scheming up this whole time. But still, it's just... I don't know. There's a couple lines that wrong person on page 7... and the I thought I was Erika's fiancé line just don't feel like they fit in with anything. Like, they don't feel like they vibe with anything else going on here. Because it feels like what we learned from Rihito here is that he is definitively not Erika's fiancé. You know, he says, I came here to propose to Erika. You have to, unless there's an arranged marriage situation, as we see with so many characters in this show, proposing is an important part to becoming fiancés. That is, in fact, the entire thing of becoming fiancés, is the proposal. So, I'm just going to ignore that for now, unless we get more answers later on. But as an introduction to Rihito, I'm actually kind of interested in him, in the way he sort of acts as, especially if Yoshikawa really leans into the bit when the game starts, of him kind of flexing the money thing. Especially the way this early chapter brings in or this whole arc sets up the whole two different worlds where our worlds are so different with Nagi's thoughts about Erika. I think Yoshikawa is, I hope she does, and I think she will, go down this route of, you know, Rihito is saying, we are the same world. We are the same. And that's why we should be together, and Nagi and Erika shouldn't be together. Also, that bit about the way that she never changes, that Rihito says, I mean, I'm always a believer that everyone is constantly changing. It's one of my personal philosophies. But also, with Erika in particular, her change is, like, one of the things that you really notice over her entire character, over the whole series. The way that she's grown from being sort of, you know, it's hard to see sometimes, because it's a shift from a sort of mask of pretending to be happy-go-lucky and you know, this bubbly little high school girl to finally able to be that, to fully become that person. But it is a change. She has changed dramatically. She has friends. She has people that she cares about. And she can, like, have all these new experiences. Those are changes he's going through. So the fact that Rihito drops that she never changes line, it feels important to me. That might just be the fact that I got through with my Mob Psycho rewatch to prep for season 3 this morning, and how big the possibility of change looms in Mob Psycho's thematic work, and I might just be putting too much emphasis on that because Mob is the greatest show of all time. But anyway, that feels important. And also, this might not be intentional in Yoshikawa's sense, but the way that, like, the way that it's the way that Nagi compares Rihito to I mean, I've got one as well on page 8, and there are big parts of the way that I sees the world that are fundamentally flawed, and we kind of see that again here with Rihito. Big parts of how he sees the world are fundamentally flawed. So I don't know. A lot of things to take into consideration there. But yeah, Rihito's a character to keep an eye on. I mean, obviously, he's sort of the focus of this arc right now. And yeah, I'm excited to see where Yoshikawa takes him. Even if the way the game is set up is really confusing. Like, why is the Queen of Hearts so important? I just don't understand that. But you know, there's some good parallelisms as sort of par for the course of Yoshikawa. I love the balcony being so central to being so big on the image of the flashback, leading to her leaning over a balcony in the present is some nice little bit of parallels there. But yeah, Rihito's here to throw in a bomb into the mix, which, given that that Nagi technically has a girlfriend who's not Erika, I'm not quite sure what that bomb is going to quite look like. You know, how it will impact everything. But it definitely is going to impact everything. And I'm excited to see what that is. It normally, you know, your manga has one character with or a harem manga has one character, male or female, who has multiple love interests. It's weird to have two. Though, I don't know. Maybe it's not quite as rare as I think it is, but it feels a little rare. If Rihito is being set up as an actual love interest and not sort of the distant fiancé that Seikoa has going on, I just don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, with that said, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or, you know, do whatever makes it happy, you know? And as always, your life is your own, okay? Bye!